What's up everybody, this is Hillbillies here, and welcome back to episode 50 of my Minecraft Let's Play series. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who follows the channel and watches along. 50 episodes is quite a bit now, and I'm quite happy to have reached that mark. And of course I'm going to keep making videos, and because I like video games, and it's just fun. So it's something fun to do, and it's fun sharing it with all you guys. So thank you so much for everyone who helps and watches and whatnot. I just want to say thanks very much, and I can hope to continue, all the way up to episode 100 and 200 and so on and so forth. But for today, what I would like to do is, these guys have been around for quite a while, just sitting in here, same thing with the cats over there, and that's kind of a problem. I didn't have a spot for them, and now I finally do. After I built the giant dog, the whole point for that was basically to make it a giant doghouse for them. And I have actually prepared some stuff to go over there and get it ready with, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to have a quick sleep though first, make it daytime, and we'll head over there. Okay, so there are a couple things I want to do in here. First of all, I want to make the dogs some beds to lie in, and what I'm thinking of doing, obviously I want everybody who's watching to, come up with some names for dogs, and a color that you want their collar to be. I used to do that a long time ago, but now I finally have a proper place to put the signs and put the dogs and everything. So my idea right now is I want to build some beds. I think the max is 12 anyways that you can have, so I'm going to start with 12, probably fill up this area here with them, and then I want to have another area, or maybe some down there if I need to, and I need to have a spot that I can go up and press like a dispenser and get either rotten flesh, most likely rotten flesh, because I have so much of it and I need to do something with it, and I keep getting it from the mob farm, and it's just it gives me a good reason to use it. So I'm thinking, I want to have these dog beds, and the idea that I had previously done before, like I'd kind of done this design already, thinking of, it's very, very simple though, that's the thing. It's nothing to get excited about, obviously. It's just wool in the shape of a U, like that, and then quartz slabs kind of as, as an entrance, and then whatever color you would like, or whoever, picks a good name or whatever. This is like, oh, if you want red, so this is red, you want a blue, it'll be blue, and so on and so forth. And I'll put a sign up here with the name of the dog, who was named by, and like the color and everything too as well there, so then I'll always remember and be able to put them back there. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to make 12 of these now, kind of spread it around, and then I'm going to have to put up some dispensers and stuff. So I've got the basic layout, guys. It took me a little while to kind of figure it out, but up here I've made it kind of, I wanted to be symmetrical, so I made this 4 wide, then 3, and then 4, and then I did 4, 3, and 4 again. Then you come down here, so that's 6 beds up there, and then there's 2 here, 1 and 2, 2 more here, so that's up to 10 right now, and then to get the max 12, here's another one, and 1 more. And in here, I'm going to use to place like the food dispensers. I'm probably going to have like 2 buttons, one for rotten flesh, one for steak, I think, and I'll put like a little item frame and whatnot up, and that should be good. Of course, I need some more materials. I need some more quartz half slabs, and I need a whole bunch more red carpet, so I'm going to go ahead and get that and just kind of finish it off quick. Alright, so all the beds are finally finished. But I realized it's kind of looking sort of empty, there wasn't too much stuff, and I realized, I could add cauldrons beside the bed as like a water bowl, but I realized it's kind of a little bit too high, so I'm kind of wondering if I could sneakily try. I don't know if this would work. I kind of don't think it's going to, because it's not the very top of the block, but if I was able to lower that and put the cauldron on top, but no, I guess it doesn't lower. I wonder though if that is too high for them. I don't know if it would look too out of place. I wanted to put something where I could put like water in and hope that would stay there, or I could make one massive water bowl somewhere, but I might just do that for now. It just changes it. It kind of adds something to it, makes it seem, a little better. So I made enough for each one to get one, and then I'm going to go ahead and do this, fill it up, or fill them all up, and I want to make I want to put the dispensers too, so I should probably do that right now. So the basic idea is just like, there's the wall right there, so let's say we walk up and we'll press the button on the wall here, like that. I'll also I should put it over here, because I'm going to have the 2 choices. So this one here will be for rotten flesh, and just to make it simple, I'm just going to fill that in like that. Do what I always do, just put a button right over top. Oops, gotta be crouched to do that. So this first one is going to have all sorts of rotten flesh in there. I actually have some more over here to fill it up with. This should be enough, as well as I'm going to put signs above each one. This one's going to be for pork chops, and this one, like I said, will be for rotten flesh. And simple as that. I'd say, well, like I said, simple, but it works. You know, they get it. Oh, and I didn't actually finish this bed here with the color or this one, so I'll have to do that too and fill up all these, but that's pretty much complete right there. So I'm gonna actually finish those last little things. I gotta build infinite water source. I'll fill that last two beds up, and let's see, fill up all the cauldrons, and then I want to go off and do some more projects. I think I want to work on the maybe the bridge next, or something else I have on my list. I'll have to look and see what I have to do. That's pretty much complete, everybody, at least for now. There's going to be obviously signs, like I say, that I'll set up later. I might do that, I'll probably do that off camera later, or maybe do it in a live stream at some point, because somebody mentioned to me today that I should do a live stream, or asking if I was going to do one, and, you know, I figure I should probably start doing them again soon. I'm trying to get first, you know, back into making videos again, and more regular schedule, and then I'll start live streaming some more. But that should be pretty good for this place. You know, we got the dispensers up. They've got their water dishes, they've got the beds. Like I said, I'll change the colors when I put up signs and when the dogs change colors, so then their collars will match and I'll know where to put them and everything. Obviously lights too, they're not going to be torches. That's a very long ongoing process though throughout the entire world, because I've been trying to eliminate torches and replace it with nicer lights of any sort. Like, instead of having torches all over, I have these, but even these I'm kind of getting tired of. I want to do something with. I'd rather, you know, pumpkins underneath, something like that, or little bushes or trees maybe with lights in them. Just something that's a little nicer. If you guys have ideas, definitely comment and let me know what you think. For now, I'm going to go and find another project to work on. Hey everybody, just figured I'd show you all something that I found, if you can't already hear it. I was walking along, trying to get rid of all the ice along the river here, hoping that it would stay melted, because I don't know if this is still a snow biome or not, but I noticed that I was hearing strange sounds, and then I looked down. It's a little easier to see at nighttime, but let me see if I can, there we go, you see that? You know what that is? That's guardians. For some reason, in this spot here, I'm actually, well, you can see, I'm really close to the base basically, and there's tons of guardians. Like, when I was here, it started to turn nighttime and I could see a little better under the water. There was so many. Oh, it was unbelievable. There was probably 10 or more down there. Like, look at them all. Oh my god, there's so many right there. Like, if I can just keep sniping them with arrows and take all their stuff and then come back, I think that'd be pretty cool. But just something quick I wanted to show you guys. I think it's awesome that there's like a ton of guardians down there now. So I'm going to take advantage of that and collect some stuff. So since that last clip, I've actually made a few changes. As you saw, there were guardians in the world, and for some reason they spawned really, really close to the base. And tunnel, well, you've seen I've expanded it quite a bit because I'm planning on doing some sort of wood tunnel. I think the idea I'd like to do here, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it right now or later or whatnot, but it would be something along the lines with like dark oak pillars with, I'd like to have leaves on the ceiling with lights in the ceiling, I think. And for the sides, I'm not 100% sure yet. Like, I know I want the pillars and maybe the wall to be sunk in a little bit, maybe some stairs, kind of like how I designed the last tunnel I showed you guys that's in the nether, but just made of wood instead. But let's go on. All I did was to make the tunnel, really. I didn't want to, you know, get too far ahead and not show certain things, but, you know, nobody really wants to see just a tunnel being dug. So this one part of it goes to the desert if you continue on that way, but if you go to the right, which I'm going to set up you know, a button so you can select locations, because that, you know, the subway room is actually running out of areas now that I can go to. I'm very limited on space and I don't want to destroy too much. So I'm just going to make a button at the beginning that when you press it, it'll switch between there or this way, so depending on what you want to do. I've kind of scrapped the idea of doing the running, jumping thing. It just takes up too much. Like, I can lose an entire food bar before I even get to the end, so it's kind of a waste. It's a lot of, you know, requirements for resources and stuff. But this is the area here. This is kind of what I've set up temporarily for the Guardians, but kind of a problem here is that it's not daytime. I have noticed that maybe it's because there's mobs and caves still around. I might have to, you know, light up the caves more in this area, because like right now there won't be any, but if I go, you know, let's say I run a couple of blocks away here, and then I stop, and I go back, there should, in theory, as there usually are, there should be Guardians already spawned because it's now daytime again. You can see just that short area. Look how much hunger I've lost. Oh, yep, see, there's a Guardian right there in my face. I've learned the trick, too, that if you shoot them with arrows, you don't take the thorns damage, because if you don't know with these guys, when you hit them, they actually damage you back. And as you can see, there isn't one of the issues I'm having. It's hard to keep them in the area once they've fallen in. I'd like to get rid of this water thing, but I did, and I had a fence gate. Oh yeah, you can see there's quite a few of them. So yeah, this is obviously where I'm going to be getting all the Guardians. The Prismarine stuff is from there, and like I said, I had a fence gate right in the center, but I don't know if they were really falling into the holes. Like now they actually will drop in, but I think the problem is they swim back up to the top. But what I've been doing is just every time they dropped or fell down, I'd go and I'd pick up stuff, and you can see right there I just picked up a shard. You can also get crystals. The crystals, when you use them with the shards, can make the lanterns, and otherwise you just get the regular Prismarine, the nice blocks. They're really, really cool. I really enjoyed having them. So sometimes, if they don't always go down, which I'm still going to try and figure out why they aren't flowing down to the bottom. Maybe there's some reason that they aren't going down. I'll have to look up online how they react or how they spawn and move around and stuff more. But that'll probably be another day. I just wanted to show you guys, you know, up close what I did and how much cooler it is like that. So for now, I think I'm going to go fix up that area near the mob spawner and work on that, maybe figuring out how to make a nice bridge there. So I've been messing around with kind of the idea of the bridge for a while now, guys. You can see obviously I've already increased the height. Like this section here up to there is going to be gone. I think I'm going to raise that up as well higher, so you can kind of see these sticking out of the water. Like I'm going to have these going right down to the bottom in each section, coming up as you see to this height here. And I think I kind of like the nether brick fence. It goes good with the color, and so far this is the nicest that I think this looks like. There is one thing that I do kind of like, but I don't know if I'd like it on the floor. I'd rather look at it from the side, which is kind of the weird part, which is putting jungle wood. And if I put jungle wood here, I find it kind of looks a little strange, to me at least, looking at it on the floor. Maybe I'm just not used to seeing it, but if you look at it from the side, next to like that wood and the nether brick fence, it actually doesn't look too bad, and it kind of matches in nice, but it's to make it match with the rest of it. Like I don't know what that would suit well with, but so far, you know, just because the spruce is kind of plain, or maybe I just need to change the design of the, you know, of this, I don't know. So it's kind of like I keep changing it 100 times and looking at things and messing around with it. But I figured I'd show you guys what I'm kind of getting up to. And at this point, I'm also putting in 5 spaces between each post. I'm also going to figure out a way to put lights on top of the post instead of those. Instead of the lamp post, I'll have just like a regular light maybe. As well as the fact that you can see that right now it's kind of like your head is level with it when you go in the water. So I'm going to go up like 2 more blocks, so it'll be quite high, but then it'll go back down over there somewhere. It's just so that I can go underneath of the boats and not have to always go around. It'd just be faster to cut through here and cut through there and then open around. And I don't know, it might look different, might look a little better. We'll see. You know, things can always be changed, so I'm going to keep working at this for a while and give you guys a progress report when I'm, you know, happy with it, or maybe when I've finished it and whatnot and it's ready to go. So yeah, guys, after quite a while, I think this is the design I'm going to go with. I think it looks nice, especially at nighttime. Everything is kind of nicely lit up. It looks cool. You're coming up like this. I used half slabs and made it 2 instead of just stairs to make it different. It looks nice. Being up higher too, like it's a lot higher actually, looks, I think, better. You get a better view instead of being right close to the water. You can kind of get a view over top of everything. I'll be able to, like I said, I'll be able to bring the boats right underneath, and it looks cool from the side. I'll show you that in a second too. But yeah, it looks generally nice, and what I like is coming back down here. Like when you start to come down and you see like the lights and the pillars stuff, I think that looks pretty awesome. So I'm going to stick with that for sure. Obviously that area's got to get filled in quite a bit. You know, there's a lot of water that's lacking from there. You can see it goes up, like I said, with the half slabs quite a bit. And then that's the final height it'll be at. I'm pretty sure that if I'm riding a boat, I should be able to just skim underneath. I'm wondering though if I should go up one higher or not. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to keep working away at this, and I'll keep coming back, or I'll come back when I'm finished at least this part right over to there so you can see what it looks like. Obviously it's not completely perfect yet, guys, but it's actually finished right up to the mob farm. I just want to show you the look from the side here quick. I gotta get rid of some of that dirt there, fill it up so that the water flows in, because this is actually a whole block lower than the rest of it is. Of course I decided to do this at nighttime when all the mobs are out. This whole place was mob free, but that's been a while now. I have to keep fixing that. But yeah, this is a whole block higher than this is, so when I get rid of all this stuff and raise everything up, the water should flow back in and fill everything up, hopefully. Or I'm going to have to do a lot of work to fill it up myself. But I really like how this looks now. I guess it's just something different. And it comes over now. I've got it to come down and over to the mob farm in the same way, you know. Have 2 blocks, and then it goes up half a block, then 2 blocks up half a block, and so on. So that's pretty good like that, I think. It looks alright. I just got to finish, basically go and connect to that side over there. And then I'm going to eliminate the ones along the side, just to show you what I mean. Is basically that instead of having what I had here where it came down like this and then you could turn this way, which is really no reason to, I'm just going to eliminate this part here. I'm going to completely rip this out and get rid of it, and then this dock I will just raise it, change the color to that, and match it up to the height of here again, and maybe go a little bit higher. Not sure yet though, because it makes fishing harder when the fish, I notice sometimes you go to reel it in and the fish hits that block right there and it actually falls in the water, you don't get it. So if it's some good loot, you have to go chasing after it. So I might change the height on that, but this part will be all gone, as well as all here. This is going to be all gone so that I can just walk along here, and there'll be water down there, but I'll have like a fence right along the edge here, and I probably will keep this one. So I'll keep from there to here. I'll get rid of this bit and over there, but that's going to be another little while, so I'll come back when that's all finished, and I'll probably even raise the dock and everything too. Well guys, it's all finished now. It took quite a while to get it done. This is actually the next day now. But I figured I'd show you guys it at nighttime because it looks definitely the best at night. So here it is. Obviously you guys probably could have imagined, I guess, what it looked like, because I did show you, the first part of the bridge, because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to, make it and then see how it looked, and it turns out, like, after I had done that first section, I was really happy with how it looked, so I just kept going. And then adding the second part was like, it was really good addition, but the best, I think, really out of everything was taking away these parts that were here. Because I already have this path here, so there was no reason to have another one there, and it just went all the way along, and now it just looks bigger, takes up less room, it looks cleaner, I think. I changed the dock here as well. I didn't raise it up quite as high as that because I didn't want to get too far from the water, but I didn't want it right in the water either because I like to see the posts and everything. It looks like it's being supported instead of just floating in the air like I have most of my bridges and docks, I guess. So I'm going to start changing it to things like this. Now the thing I've done too is, of course, I wanted to do this so that I could get underneath of the boat. So what I've done is, here is for fishing, these two things here for fishing, but if you want to take a boat anywhere, you could just drop down, the boat dispenses itself, and you can ride on your way. And underneath here, when you come back, are a whole bunch of hoppers, just in the hopes that I can, whenever you return and jump out, you can break the boat and it hopefully lands in the right spot. But that doesn't always happen, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be just, boats floating around everywhere sometimes. Or I was thinking maybe I'd just break them into pieces, but it seems kind of a waste. If I can save them, that'd be great. So it's off somewhere now. Maybe it went back in, I don't know. But yeah, enough of that. I'm pretty happy though. It's it's a big change, and it's a good change though. I thank you guys, like I said, to let me know, please. Every comment and your guys' opinion is very much valued. It's you guys who are watching and, keeping this channel really going, when everybody comments and lets me know what's happening, and it gives me ideas and encourages me to keep going. So, like, one thing I kind of need your guys' opinion on for sure is, like, I like this path. I don't really want to remove it or change the width or anything, because that's one that I actually did when I was trying to, make it nice and be good about it, and I like how it kind of went randomly around like this. And the only thing I'm wondering though is the colors, if I should now change it, because I am trying to mix and match more colors now, and I don't mind this. I actually enjoy the birch and the spruce now. I think the color contrast works pretty well together. So what I've done temporarily is I just kind of made the path kind of go off like this, and then the other parts that are the same color just go like this. Now I don't know if I should just leave it like that, or if I should change the whole thing to maybe like birch, or I don't know. You guys let me know, see what you think. But you know, I think for the amount of stuff that I've gotten done today in this video, I think that's probably pretty good. I think I might end it here because, you know, there's been so much stuff done. Of course, I always have lots more to do. As you saw, you know, we got the dogs all finished up inside now, and this bridge is all finished. Maybe I'll put another bridge over there. Although I'm also been enjoying having lily pads, because luckily I always had to go really far for them first of all, but now they've been spawning here, so it's been pretty cool that I could make like little bridges. So what I've done so far is I've just kind of made paths like this everywhere, wherever I need to be able to get across a lot faster. Although I just kind of messed up that last one. But there's another small one over there, and it kind of zigzags back and forth. I was going to do the same thing here, but I realized I want to pass boats by here all the time, so I might not be able to. Although now that this is raised, I might not ever take a boat that way either, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. I may put a bridge over there, I may not. I may just leave it lily pads. It all depends on how much it gets in the way. Of course, there's the tree farm that's over there now, so I do have more things written down on my list. Let me see if I can find it. I could let you guys know at least a couple of things. Like, I'd love to build a proper guardian farm. I have an area that there were slimes. I'd love to build a slime farm as well now. Something that maybe brings the slimes, like it picks them up and brings them to you in the bottom of the base. And yes, Etho has done this, and yes, of course, I'm getting the idea probably mostly from him, because I find he's great. He's really, really amazing at Minecraft, and some of the stuff he comes up with is pretty awesome. So if you haven't seen him, definitely check him out. I'll try and leave a link in the description so you can at least go see him. But yeah, I've got, you know, some other things got to finish. What else is there? I've got some things off camera. Like, I want to fill the storage room top to bottom, like every single chest with max stacks. So if this was like carrots, this would be filled to the top with carrots. But that's going to take a very long time, a lot of days in a row of working. So, but you know, I'll keep going at it. Once again, too, if you guys want to name some dogs, please, you know, leave a comment down below, and I'll name the dog and say what color you want their collar to be and whatnot. But yeah, I think that's good for here, guys. So thank you again so much for watching, and thanks again to everybody for following on for so long. We're up to 50 episodes now, and I hope to keep going on for many more. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.